Welcome to Roboquest, a fast-paced FPS roguelike all about taking down the baddie bots, either alone or with a robot. You'll blaze through levels collecting stronger and crazier weapons, perks, upgrades, gadgets, and items that can all change how you take on the Robo Army. You'll fight all different kinds of enemies, from small bots and rifle pawns to turrets and trap enemies. Along with these, you'll see bosses and a bunch of splody boys. Your goal is to kill as many robots as you can, as fast as you can, and defeat the final boss, but it's easier said than done. These robos are ready to send you back to base camp to toast some marshmallows, and they really don't enjoy your company. So, let's break down what exactly makes Roboquest, Roboquest. Let's start where you will start in the game, the base camp. Here is where you can select a ton of different parts of how you play the game, from selecting your class, artifacts that you use for playstyle bonuses, and your game difficulty. Here you can also use wrenches that you earn from completing runs and getting loot to upgrade your base camp, unlocking new classes, artifacts, perks, and other aspects of the game. Choose one of 4 classes, 1 or 2 of 15 artifacts, and 1 of 9 current difficulties, and go robo crazy, baby! Next, we'll go through where you're fighting. You'll start your run off in canyons, a pretty linear level that introduces you to some of the lower tier enemies. When destroyed, enemies drop cells that you use to recover health and gain XP to get new perks and upgrades. You'll run into your first loot room, which rewards you with items, weapons, wrenches to level up your base camp with, and health. These rooms appear in some form in every level of the game, some rewarding you with special keys to unlock new areas, and some with an extra perk or upgrade. After the first section of canyons, you'll find yourself in a loot room with 3 different paths. You'll have to complete one path to unlock the next, and again to unlock all 3. These change the levels that you approach for the rest of the run. Some are easier, some quicker, and some are more fun and chaotic. Each level comes with new enemies, new levels of loot to find, and some have special objectives to complete, like killing mini-bosses or finishing specific loot rooms. These levels have different parts that change each run, so they will become familiar, but not be exactly the same every run. Roboquest features a class system, and each class has its own melee, special ability, passive trait, and set of perks and upgrades. Each highlights a different playstyle that you can use, taking advantage of many different aspects of the game. Guardian is the tanky boy, equipped with a safety bubble that blocks incoming damage, a bash and a hammer that hits super hard, and a shield that reduces your damage taken. Next is Recon, who goes invisible and uses a decoy that can draw fire and even deal damage. Use your knife to deal with enemies up close, and when your overslash is charged from getting kills, unleash massive melee damage. Engineer is a tech expert, carrying drones that fly around drawing fire and dealing damage, and also collecting cells from the enemies for you. Engineer has a powerful hand blaster that shoots into enemies, staggering them, and can get bonuses from healing its drones. Exploding their way into the fight is Commando, packed with a rocket launcher, a shorty shotgun, and a kill skill based increase to damage and movement speed. Commando is ready to burn and explode everything in its path. On top of classes, you can pick artifacts that alter your playstyle, from things like a jetpack that allow you to soar through the air, to a pogo stick that allows you to jump super high, to Hero's Cape that allows you to slam right back down and deal damage. Artifacts and classes are great ways to approach Roboquest in your own way. As varied as the classes and the artifacts may be, however, your arsenal is even more expansive. With over 50 weapons in the game, you're sure to be equipped with one of the most badass weaponry there is. Weapons range from assault weapons like dual sawed-offs and the minigun, to laser and cooling weapons like the junk beam and the mage fist. There's demolition weapons like the mine gun and the sulfator shotgun. And for the marksmen out there, weapons like crossbows and heavy snipers do exist. These weapons and many more varied weapons bring out the best of each class and playstyle Roboquest has to offer. Each weapon has its own level determining how much damage and range it is given, and can randomly roll with weapon affixes and mods. Affixes change how your gun works, from increasing the fire rate or the magazine size, to giving you a chance to shoot 3 projectiles, or increase the fire rate the longer you shoot, or hell, even adding an element to your weapon. They add tons of wacky upgrades to make your weapon stand out amongst all the loot. Weapon mods add a secondary fire to your weapon, and can range from dropping a shield to shooting a shotgun blast and even a blade at the end of your gun to deal high melee damage with. Each bonus helps you take down as many bad bots as fast as you can, and trust me, they're a big help. Keep making it to the end of the runs and practice getting a better time, or up the difficulty to spice things up a bit. If you keep failing, don't worry. It's quick and easy to hop right back in and show those bad bots who's better. Roboquest provides a fast, fun, and replayable FPS experience that's even better with a robot. Roboquest is now playable on PC Game Pass and available in early access on Steam. Now go kick some metal ass.